So this is the entrance, and I'm just going to show you where we are. We're right in the center of Sciacca. So on the main square with a beautiful sea view, and now we're back at the apartment at the entrance with a beautiful antique mailbox, and here you see the stairs, the stairway going up to the second floor to the house. And here we have the entrance with the beautiful antique tiled floor. And then we're going outside onto the first terrace with an amazing view on the harbor of Sciacca. We're right here where the canolo is. And then here on the left you see part of the house. I will show you in a little bit. And then there's actually this terrace, but there's another terrace below this. And here you see also all the old features from the 1800s. This little fence here. And then there's this other, the second terrace, again with a beautiful view on the harbor and a beautiful hotel here below. And now you see the fence again from the 1800s. Very beautiful. And then we go up the stairs again to the first terrace. With this beautiful arched door. We're going back into the entrance, and then on the right we'll find a library. We're here where the canolo is again, and then on our right these are very high ceilings, very beautiful, and we have a French balcony with again the beautiful sea view. And on the other side of the room is a fireplace. And then we go back into the entrance. And then we're walking through this room here in the middle, as you can see, where the canolo is. And then on the right is the living room, which we will enter later. And then here is a beautiful other living room and a big window. And you can already see part of the cathedral. And an important square here in Sciacca, and that's the main square with the sea view that you just saw in the beginning. So we enter again, and then we're going into the dining room, which is huge, with a big window again, with the vaulted ceiling. Now you can see where we are with the canolo, and we're going to look at the room from the other side. It's really a huge room. And then we walk into this hallway, and on the first room on the left is the first bedroom. Again with a beautiful ceiling and big window. We go back into the hallway, then you see the kitchen already, which we will enter later. Then on the left is another bedroom, a little bit bigger. It's right here with the beautiful vaulted ceiling again. And lots of light coming in. And then we go back into the hallway. And we enter the bathroom with all the 18th century features again. Beautiful ceiling. The bathtub. And then there is this window on the right. So there's really a lot of light coming into this house. Go back into the hallway. Another beautiful window on the right, and then we walk into the third bedroom, and I'm going to show you the view from this window, and you'll have a spectacular view on the cathedral of Sciacca. It's beautiful. And then we walk back in, and then there at the end there's another door leading to an antique bathroom. Here you have a closet, shower. Here we are where the canolo is. And then beautiful wooden floors, toilet, and here you see it from the other side. Then we walk back into that bedroom, that big bedroom. We go into the hallway, as you can see again, the beautiful wooden floors. And then on the left, we enter that kitchen that we already saw. It's a beautiful antique kitchen with all the antique tiles still. So we're in the middle of the house. And there's the antique floor and also the stairs going up to the second floor. And then here we are in the living room with the beautiful wooden beams. And then again, lots of light, beautiful view. And then the kitchen again here on the left. And then there's this washing room / bathroom that we are walking into. There's the shower and a toilet here in the corner. Lots of storage space. And then we walk back into the hallway and we walk into the fourth bedroom. Again, also from here, the sea view. And we go into the bedroom. And then here we are. And then on the left, in the corner, we find another bathroom with the shower, a toilet, and here a little window again. Again, beautiful wooden floors. And of course, another sea view and a little bit of the terrace right there. So we walk back into the living room. You can see it a little bit better, and we're going to the second floor now. So we're in the living room, going up the stairs, and here's another fireplace here in the living room. Going up, and you'll see the living room again from above. And you'll see that the fireplace is on the other side of the fireplace in the library and the beautiful antique floors. So now we walk up and we go into this other room that is directly connected to the terrace, which has an amazing view. And then here you see a door to a big storage room. But this is the door to this amazing view over the Mediterranean and the harbor of Sciacca. You really have a super wide view, and this is not the only part of the terrace, because if you look at your right, there's the terrace going even further down. Like you see the terrace right there below where we just were, and then another terrace here that is connected to a second apartment that we'll be viewing in a little bit. So we walk on this little pathway, and then we see this beautiful terrace with the pergola. And it's not too bad if you have your coffee here in the morning. And then here we already have a little sneak peek of the apartment that we'll be entering in a little bit. And then there is this other, it's kind of a storage room where they keep their water tanks, which you can open this up, of course. But the view is spectacular. The harbor. And here's that first part of the terrace that we just saw. It's a really big terrace. So if you view on the harbor and the shore of southern Sicily. So we're back in that middle room. We're walking to the entrance where there is another door with the stairs. With the stairs, here's the living room. But in the entrance, there is another door on the right with another stairway going up to that apartment, that second apartment that I was just talking about. So you have kind of a separate entrance for that apartment from the entrance. And again, the beautiful view. So we're now going up those stairs to the second apartment that is connected to the terrace. And we have first a little living room here when we enter enter the apartment with beautiful wooden beams again. Big glass doors looking over the harbor. And there's another living room right here. So that's where we are in the middle. And then where Enzo is walking, that's the bedroom. The bedroom with, of course, another window looking over the Mediterranean and the terrace. So we walk back into the living room. On the right, there's a little hallway, and then there's the bathroom where we are now, with the shower and the sink and the toilet. And then opposite of this room is the kitchen. So it really isn't a separate apartment. And where you see that window, there is the roof on which we will go outside, and there's a door leading to another terrace. So we'll walk outside. Underneath that roof, here it is, next to the kitchen, and then we walk on this other terrace on the other side of the house with another beautiful view on the square and a little bit on the Mediterranean. But there is an even better view, of course, on the cathedral, and it's right there. It's really amazing. So here again, the terrace, and we'll see the square again and a little bit of the sea. But you're right in the center. You can walk all the way down, so you're really next to the cathedral, and you have this amazing view. The tiles. It's also a very spacious terrace. And then we go back into the house, back into the living room where we started. So on the left, again, you'll see the bedroom. Then you walk a little bit further and you see what a spectacular view it has, again, on the harbor of Sciacca. The other little living room where you enter this apartment. And then we go down. Here you see those stairs going down with the beautiful tiled floor in the entrance. And then we're outside again, back in the hallway, going down with these beautiful statues. And again, at the main entrance of this building, here is the door to the hotel. And that is all for this beautiful, beautiful villa right in the center of Sciacca with this amazing view.